What's up, guys? This is your girl Chanel West Coast, and we are here for another episode of the Laugh Podcast.
Today's guest is the one and only multi-talented rapper, actor, superstar, GaTa.
Hey, you just did the intro, bro. Hey, thank you, man, for the introduction. I'm so happy to be here, the Laugh Podcast. Shout out Chanel West Coast, our amazing man, Dom, and I'm happy to be here. I'm from LA, South Central. Yeah,
Sick.
from out here.
Well, I told you I'm
What streets?
talking.
I grew up off Western
Okay.
Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Crenshaw High School.
So yeah, like a lot of my I have like an auntie, a couple cousins that are from Compton. I can't remember exactly what streets, but I was there a lot as like a little kid.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope, bro. There used to be a lot of white folks in Compton. It did, for sure.
Not when I was there.
No. But this is what I'm saying. Like, bro, Compton was all white, bro. If you go back to the 40s and the 50s and all that, like it was all white people over there. And then they moved out. You know what I'm saying? And black people came in.
I heard you actually went to high school with it's so funny. My personal trainer's sister. Her name's Miko.
Miko, yep, light skin.
Yeah.
Yep. I know Miko.
It's a small world because I was
Yep.
telling my trainer that you were going to be on the podcast, and he was like, "Oh shit, he's friends with my sister."
Yeah. What's so crazy is I was talking to this kid today. He's a writer, singer, amazing voice. His name is Richard, but his name is Wildcard. He knows you.
Oh yeah, he texted me. Yeah, that's
yeah.
so funny. Yeah, he's a good producer.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
dope.
yeah,
I haven't
he
worked
be-
with him in a while, and
Yeah,
like,
he be engineering, mastering shit, singing. He got an amazing voice though. He cool.
yeah, you work with him on music.
Yeah, I have before. Yeah, he dope, man. I like his voice. I like his style, and he pretty cool. I met him through Swayze.
Okay, Shwazy's my boy too.
Yeah.
I was in Shwazy's music video like back in the day.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, I'm such a like nerd vibes. Like when I was trying to get into the industry, that was one of the first things I did to like get work. I would like see these castings to like be the girl in the music video
Yeah.
or like whatever. And so I was like, I do music. Let me go be in this music video. Maybe I'll meet some big producer.
Nah, see, but that's why you are who you are.
Thank you.
Because you had the determination, the drive to just wiggle, fit in a position to where you could just work your way up to the top. And that's why you just got to respect people to just be hustling. Because that's all this is just a constant grind.
Yeah.
Just getting up on people and wiggling and just leveling up your position.
I love that you called it wiggling because that's like literally how I feel like I've been navigating through life. It's like, let
that's
me
my
just
whole
wiggle my
little-
way in here.
Yeah, that's my whole little lingo when I say, hey, that's how I manifested something. I just wiggled up and did it.
Yeah, low key, that's pretty brilliant though. I've never like heard that before, but it's true. Like to make it in this world, you gotta know how to wiggle.
You
in
got
the
to,
right
bro.
places.
Yeah,
It's
you
like in
gotta-
Dune, how they walk. You know how they gotta walk past the worms in the sand. You gotta wiggle your way through.
Did you see
real.
the new Dune yet?
No, I ain't seen it.
Bro,
It's
come
good.
on. You're a stoner. You gotta go
I gotta
see
see
it.
it.
No,
Yes. What's so
actually, don't
crazy?
get
Somebody was
too
saying
high.
to see that too. Yeah, I gotta see it. It's in theaters right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just saw it like 2 days ago. It was actually way better than the first. Because the first one, it's like they're really just kind of setting things up. And like it looked good, but it was very like slow. And
I ain't
this
gonna
one,
hold you. I ain't even seen the first one.
Okay.
stop.
I gotta see it.
Don't get too high before the first one
I gotta
because
see it.
I fell asleep in the first one.
What's the premises of it?
It's futuristic.
It's like another
tell.
world,
Yeah.
So basically, it's this whole other world. It's very like political. It's like political space shit. And basically, what it is it's this stuff called spice that it's
That's
like
real, that's real in today's time. Spice. That's fake weed, synthetic weed.
yeah, right. So so. So
In the movie, though-
this spice is a little better because it makes you like able to time or like space travel and shit.
Oh,
and then
wow.
also it could help you like see the future and like all this kind of
So
stuff.
totally of opposite of what the real spice is.
Right, the real spice will
have
just make you
on
trip
the floor
out.
having a seizure. Like for real. That's the shit you buy in the smoke shop that come in a little bag. They be like, yeah, we got weed.
I remember when I was in high school, all the kids would go and do spice after school. And then it was like,
Oh,
this
now I
weird
really
thing.
gotta see this
And I was like,
movie
I'm
now.
not with this shit because
No, in this movie, spice like literally is like what they use to like fuel a freaking UFO or whatever.
No, but I
Like,
gotta
gotta
tell the
see
story.
this.
So my friend, he was like, "Yeah, man, I went and tried spice the other day, and yeah, I remember I hit it, and I was like, what's going on?" And I looked down, and the grass went and grabbed my feet. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, you can miss me with that. I'm not trying to hallucinate.
I gotta watch that.
No, it's a good movie, but
So basically, the whole thing is like all these political factions and planets are all trying to fight over the spice, and whoever controls the spice controls like the universe.
Oh, right.
I want you to know it's so good he just explained this to you because I had seen the first movie and had no idea what it was about. He had to tell me this, and I was like, dang, babe. I was like, I wish I had you when I saw the first one, because I basically watched the first movie, and I was like so lost. I was just like, what is going on? But also, I was really high before I saw the first movie. So that's why I'm warning you, maybe smoke a little less than normal, because
Right.
it's very long, you know.
Oh, it's like a 4-hour movie?
It's like 3 hours. So, you know, you might need like a nap halfway through.
Oh, yeah, I gotta go watch that.
See,
man.
Chanel likes having me around because I can explain to her what's going on in the movie, and it feel like she gets more into it that way, you know?
Nah, she like having you hella around because you hella handsome, man. Come on, man.
Hey, I know it takes a lot for a man to say that to another man, so I appreciate
Nah,
it.
bro, I'm one of the ones, bro. Hey, listen, bro, I'm cool like that. You know what I'm saying?
Where
All
were
right, so
we?
on that note, GaTa, welcome to the podcast.
Man,
Yes.
thanks for having
Rapper,
me.
TV star, entrepreneur, overall just wiggler.
Yeah, man. All about the gander. All about the gander.
So yeah, thank you for coming through. So
Yes.
actually, before we were on camera, you were giving me like a little history lesson on where you're from, which is South Central.
Yeah, I'm from
So
LA.
so you said it used to be all white people there?
No,
Well,
Compton.
Yeah, Compton, but even in South LA too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because things get gentrified, you know what I'm saying, at some
Yeah.
point in time. But it was a time when whites was running Watts in Compton. That's a known fact.
Yo, so this
Wait,
is
this is-
interesting
this is
story.
actually funny.
So I want to, I guess on that note, so my grandpa on my white side of the family, he always tells this story.
He's mixed with black.
Oh,
That's
what-
not
what
an
other
side?
that's not an obvious
So
thing.
my
So you should
dad-
explain that.
My dad was
No, I
defense-
see the jawline.
right? Yeah. I'm exactly what like a 25% person would look like. I feel
That's
like.
dope, man. I
I'm
need to
mostly
look up
white.
my percentage of what I'm mixed with.
Have you done your ancestry?
No, I ain't done it yet.
Oh, see, you got to.
I gotta do the swab or the dab, right?
Yeah, that's easy. It's not like you got to do anything extra. But
No, you got to tell
so
him.
my
That's
dad,
funny.
so my dad was the defensive coordinator for Compton College for a long time, their football team.
Oh wow.
But anyway, so my other grandpa, he always tells this story. Like I think his grandpa or whatever was like, his name was Watts, and he owned the train station, and that's why it's called Watts to this day.
Like,
Oh wow.
yeah,
like, so he's like related to like whoever the city was, you know, named
That's
after.
a flex.
He
My
could-
grandpa was owning shit. Now it's called Watts.
you know, I don't know. He could be lying for all I know. But yeah. So then my dad's side of the family, they're from Montgomery, Alabama, but they all obviously like the civil rights era and all that, and shit was weird. So they all moved to California in like the '60s, and you know, so we've been out here ever since.
Yeah. That's a good story, man.
Yeah, and you actually went to which we talked about before we just started getting into this. You went to high school with my trainer's sister, which is like, it's such a small world. I was talking to my personal trainer. I was like telling him you're going to be on the show, and he's like, oh, he's friends with my sister Miko.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm definitely from the city, so I definitely know a lot of people from my childhood, and it's dope to always be able to speak to them, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking the whole time y'all were talking about music. Like you were just like, I know this person, oh that person. I'm like, damn, like this really is a small world out here.
It is,
know?
but I always say it's a small world when you're popping. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for
it's not a
sure.
small world for everybody.
That is true too, because all the most creative people, all the most ambitious people, we're gonna run into each other eventually.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, you know, like even we were talking about moving out of LA, and I was like trying to explain to him. He's like, no, but it's not as popping, you know, in these other places. And I'm like, no, it is, because we're popping. I'm like,
Hey.
you know, you go to another big city
And you're right
you're gonna
about
link
that.
up with the other
She's
popping.
so right about that, bro.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when you establish as far as your brand, you know the work gonna start chasing you, so you could be remote anywhere. And half the time, we doing business through a phone or a laptop.
Yep.
That's what we're kind of leaning towards. I'm nervous about potentially leaving LA one day, but you know, we talk about it sometimes.
Nah, you know why? Because no matter where you standing at on the planet, you can see a star from anywhere.
I like that.
Come on, bro.
That's
Some wise
dope.
words right there.
That's a dope
Yeah.
thing. You know, obviously we all know that, but like the way you said it, it just like
That's what I do. I'm a professional shit talker.
Wait, so okay, I want to get into a little bit of your background. So, firstly, I need to know this because you are really friends with Lil Dicky, correct?
Yep, that's
Okay,
my brother.
That's your boy. So, how did you guys become friends? Like, how'd you link up with him?
Well, honestly, I'm gonna just give you the breakdown. So, I've been in the industry for a long time chasing my dreams. I started off working with Tyga. He a rapper, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had a manager named Anthony Martini, so I knew him. And then when I stopped the whole Tyga thing, stopped working with him, Anthony Martini hit me up one day and was like, yo, I got this new Jewish rapper. He corny. He hasn't done a first concert yet, but all that energy you got, all that swag you got, I want you to go just give it to him. Just go link up with him and see what you think. So that's how I met Lil Dicky. And the first time I met him in the office in Santa Monica, California. I wiggled in there with a fake personal assistant. I wiggled in. Listen to this is some cold game right here. I had a fake cameraman, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been around real stars, you know, like all my life I've been around stars like Lil Wayne when I was young, you know. I've been around Tyga, Katy Perry, Travis McCoy, Fall Out Boy. So I just always knew what it takes to feel like and look like a star. So when I met Dicky, he didn't like me at first. He like, who the hell is this guy? Who he think he is? Like, how he got an assistant? Like, what is he doing? How is he saying what's up to all these people in the office? Because I've been in the industry already. And that's just how our friendship just started right there at that moment. Opposites attract. He white, on his saving that money, and me, I'm just trying to be a star, feel good, and make people hype all the time. So that's how we meshed.
That's dope.
That's cool though, because I feel like there are a lot of people, especially in your position, who have maybe been around the industry already before you had met him, who like to be like gatekeepers or like to kind of be like, you know, like to kind of hold people back. And it already sounds to me like you made that connection and you just amplified each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we turned each other up for sure because number one, we from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like he taught me a bunch of things that I wouldn't even think about trying to do. Like number one, be patient when you're working on your craft. You know what I'm saying? You don't always got to be working and putting stuff out all the time. You can really just sit back and be patient and, you know, let the work speak for itself and then create something else over time. But he taught me a lot, man. Patience, financial discipline, saving bread, all type of stuff. And then I show him how to be hungry but not thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
How to
There's
have
a
the
big
gander.
difference. And people don't, I talk about that all the time. It's like people don't understand the difference between hungry and thirsty. You know, some people are out there being thirsty, thinking that they're like, well, I'm just trying to make it. And it's like, no, but you're doing the most, you know?
Exactly,
And there's a fine line. And you know what I think is funny? It's like your energy is a lot like it's my energy. Like you got to understand, like, let me just tell you a story, okay? I was working with some big people in the studio and some friends, and they were all going to see The Hangover. This is years ago, okay?
Classic movie.
They're like, Chanel, come with us. It was like Chris Brown, like Bow Wow. Like, it was like a bunch of people. They're like, we're all going to see The Hangover. Come with us. And I heard Snoop was going to be in the next studio over, and I had never met Snoop. Like, my name is Chanel West Coast. My old dog growing up, his name was Snoop. I was like, I got to meet Snoop.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm like,
hard.
you guys go to the movies. I'm going to stay back. I'm going to kick it. Let me just tell you, long story short, I love Snoop. He's my homie. We're cool now. But long story short, I got a little too lit and I got into an argument with Snoop in the studio.
Oh, wow.
Which started because I was just trying to hype myself. But maybe in that moment, I think now that I look back, I might have been a little too thirsty. I thought I was being hungry, you know?
Yeah.
And that was a experience for me where I really learned how to navigate, you know? But it's funny though, because like I just came in with this crazy energy and that's how it started. I literally was like, man, that girl's whack. I was like, she's whack as fuck. I was like, you should rap on a song with me. And then Snoop got mad at me because he was like, how you gonna diss her? I'm on a song with her. He was like, now you're calling me whack. And I was like, no. You're Snoop Dogg. I was like, I'm not calling you whack. Like anything this girl does doesn't touch what you're doing, you know?
Yeah. But see, that's the thing these days. Like, you know, once you get mature and stuff, you start realizing respect is everything.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you probably was doper than her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to respect that she made the move first.
Yep.
Even if it's trash or not.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
that's how it be.
I didn't know that at the time, you know, but like I always had that energy. Like I've always been like, I'm not scared to speak up, you know. I'll get in the room with somebody. Like that's how I got a song with French Montana.
That's how I am. I'm the same exact way, but it's a time and a place for everything. You got to read the room.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I got better at that after that situation. That was pretty much like a very big learning experience for me. Like after that, I kind of like I knew at that point, like okay, you got to just play your cards a little better.
Yeah, see, my key to wiggling around celebrities was, yeah, you the celebrity, but I feel cooler than you, and I'm gonna just do this and make you feel like, all right, who is this guy? But just not even saying nothing to you.
Yep.
Like when I get around celebrities, 90% of the time they speak to me first, just because of the way I carry myself.
Yeah.
I might have a girl with me and they might be thinking, damn, how his girl look better than the girl I came with. Or, how he got security and an assistant and cameraman, or why he got on the latest fashion, and why, like, you got to be mysterious first when you get around celebs, you know, because they going to figure you out because they see everybody trying to.
Oh, so he's giving game out right now.
No. I mean, it was. I had to learn. You know, like I got thrust into. I've been working on music and hustling my way in the music game for a long time, but like, thank you.
You got to give it up for that.
Thank you.
A lot of people quit.
No, I don't quit, and I think people are starting to realize that. They're like, damn, this bitch does not stop. You know.
Yeah, that's for real.
But I started by doing music, and you know, I was navigating my way through that, and then I ended up meeting Rob Deerdeck. I got on his show, and what's crazy is like in the first 2 weeks of filming for Fantasy Factory, he's like, okay, Ludacris is about to come in and I'm gonna need you to rap to Ludacris when he comes in. I was like, wait, what? Just freestyle? Like, da-da-da. And so I got thrust into being around these really big celebrities, like really fast. And so that's why I think a situation like what happened with Snoop happened, because I was just like thrust into this shit so quick. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was like, sure. I don't even know how to.
Yeah, you've been out here 10 toes down.
Yeah, like I was like, whoa, like this is like, you know, I just gotta be. I'm one of them, you know?
Yeah.
And, but I think that that's something that you're great at. Like, I love your energy and how you just, you know, even watching you on the show, which I know it's acting, but I know it's meant to portray like you guys in real life, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I just love how you have that energy and you just like.
And then also back to what you were saying, remember too, like, you didn't do nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with being confident. But sometimes it's just a time and a place for everything. Because my acting like you and having that confidence and like, man, that's how I got to be who I am today too. So yeah, it's just a time and a place.
No, but he had a great point though, and we were talking about this on the last pod of just how you carry yourself and just having that like energy when you walk into a room still has value, even though we're in such a digital age nowadays. Like people can still recognize like star energy when it enters the room, even if they don't know who you are.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's how you can attract things to you. And I feel like that's like a real balance also of like, how do I go after things, but also how do I attract things? Because sometimes you need to attract it instead of going and getting it.
Exactly, and that's what I love about Dave the most, Lil Dicky. He taught me like, bro, you don't always have to be chasing it. You can just go outside and walk your dog, you know, and just be a normal person, just breathe and take time to be re-inspired. And that really helped me because it's a constant battle every day when you're grinding every day trying to make it to the top, you know.
Yeah, I was about to say,
it sounds like I needed Dave as a friend myself because it took me a long time to like, you know, and I think it's just like when you come from nothing and you're really like, let's be honest, Dave, you know, he got a nice family, like you know what I mean?
Man. Hey, saying.
Like he had bar mitzvah money, like I'm like, you know.
Then he got 100,000 from the fans Kickstarter. Hey, ain't no fans gave me nothing.
No, but like I feel you though, because I used to have this like every day, like I'd wake up like, what can I do today to get to that next level? Like I gotta get it, like almost stressing myself out, you know, and I had to teach myself, like, same thing. Like, you know, I had a baby now. That chilled me out.
Congrats to that. More life to you. Let's go. Congratulations.
Thank you. That chilled me out a lot. And that made me realize, like, yo, like, there is more to life. And sometimes when you're not so obsessed over something, it kind of just comes to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it's about. But we're going to change the vibe real quick. I got a gift.
Okay.
I got a gift for both of y'all, man. Never before seen. This might be the first time y'all see this live on air. But I got my own trading card. With Leaf Trading Cards, you can go get this at Target.
Wait, that's sick.
You can get this at Target or you can get it at leaftradingcards.com. But it's autographed and signed by me.
Hell
you know
yeah.
It looked like a Babe Ruth or something, right? Or like a LeBron trading card.
So if you get it, it comes in the case like all protected like this?
Yeah, bro. It might be worth something. Hold on to it because I might do a movie with Steven Spielberg one day and it might be worth $1 million. So just hold on to that.
No,
this
not might.
Hard.
You will.
Yeah, come on.
You know, you will.
Hey, I appreciate that.
All
Wait,
day,
so
bro.
that's another question I have for you. So obviously you were doing music for real, and that's how you ended up linking up with Lil Dicky. But for the show, did you ever do any acting before, or is this your first thing you did?
I never did no acting. Like I tried things before, but they didn't work out. But as far as my first acting gig, that was my first official one on FX and Hulu, and I'm so thankful and grateful that opportunity allowed me to do 14 amazing movies. I got a movie coming out next month with Johnny Knoxville. I got one out right now with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell from Top Gun.
Hell yeah!
And it just did $200 million in the box office, and I'm on a roll.
Damn. Damn.
I love it.
So you're into like playing other characters now as
Yeah,
well?
yeah. Like I got
That's
a movie with
cool.
MGK, Megan Fox, and Pete Davidson. I play like a rocker with thigh-high Doc Martens with a mesh shirt on, showing my belly button with space buns. And,
That's
you know what I'm
sick.
saying? I know how to transform, bro. Like decade after decade, I know how to just pivot, bro.
I love
That's cool
that.
because I feel like a lot of people, especially in hip hop, aren't really comfortable like becoming a new character
Yeah.
or like being something other than just their cool selves.
Exactly, because it's hard to tell Snoop to be somebody else when you could just make 40 million every year being Snoop Dogg.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean he's
hard.
an exception, but even like I feel like some people are not comfortable with even just being something different. They're trying to be so hard to be cool, you know.
Right.
How was that for you to become comfortable with like, yo, I'm just gonna go for it? And
Well,
like,
you want me to tell you who give all that credit to? I give all that credit to Dicky because season 1, episode 5, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I had an episode on there where I break down and let everybody know I'm bipolar. And, he came to me at first and was like, yo, I think you should share your story, man, and let people know you bipolar, and let's break it down this way. And he really brung that out of me because at first, what you said is, I want to be so cool. I want to be the dude that dress, got all the swag, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. So he was like, bro, it's more to you that. It's more to you than that. You got to show people that you're just not the cool black guy with the tattoos and jewelry like everybody else. Yeah. Let them know something real about you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? You're right, bro. That is going to inspire people. So once I shared my story, that's when it made me feel comfortable about being vulnerable and about telling you everything. Like I could tell you the worst thing. Like, bro, I was on EBT, food stamps, walking, selling them for bus tokens.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable with saying that because Lil Dicky made me feel comfortable. Like he talks about having a little dick. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Nah.
It's like once you've talked about that, like it's like what else can embarrass you? Nothing. You know what I mean?
For real.
I respect the hell out of that though, and that's a lesson that I learned as well. So I have a modeling background. That's how I made my living, like from the time I was young till now, and that's all about being perfect. It's like we got to be perfect all the time. And
Yeah, I see the GQ in you, bro. I see the GQ. Yeah.
But it was almost bad for me personality wise, because it's like when you're trying so hard to be perfect, you can't be authentic and you can't just be yourself.
Right,
and I
right,
feel
right.
like being able to be vulnerable and being able to just give the real is what makes people relate to you and is what makes people
I brought
love
out the
you.
goofball in him. I know I did.
Hey, for real. That's what's up.
No, like I think that's what it is, like he's dated like models and these girls that are like all perfect, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just like a goofball, you know.
Right.
And so I think that's something that I helped him with, is like,
And that's a real
you don't have to be so perfect. Look at you. You know what I mean? Just like chill out.
Yeah, for real. And that's real. That's
literally,
real.
we were just watching a podcast the other day, and the host is bald, and I was like, you know what, babe, I'm gonna go buy a bald cap. Let's do a skit. Like
Yeah.
me 5 years ago would never do some shit like
Nah,
that.
for
But it's
sure.
like, why not? Like
Because
life is too
look,
short to be serious.
When you confident in here, everything else don't matter, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's just what it is. And to have a girl to bring that out of you is just dope, bro. Like me, shit, I love having bummy days. I like just having on a dirty t-shirt and some sweatpants and flip-flops and just be like,
Those
whatever.
are my favorite
You know
days.
what I'm
Really
saying?
quick.
yeah, she would live her whole life like that.
I
if
would
she
live my
could.
whole life like a bum. Also, maybe if I didn't have to look at him and know that he's looking back at what I look like as a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should like spice myself up a little so he doesn't have to look at this, you know?
Hey, but what's so dope about having a good-looking partner is it's like, hey, one of us could take a day off. You're carrying us today.
Yo, I love that you said that. That's so real, because I realized, so like I used to do red carpets, by myself when I was single.
Yeah.
And then the first carpet I did with him, first of all, it was like way more attention right away. I was like, hold up. I was like, yo, I'm still here. Like, I'm like, I'm still here. Nothing's changed. And then I had the next carpet with him, and I didn't like how I looked as much. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm just like, but it was that same energy again.
Yeah.
And they were like really feeling us, like Chanel, Dom, da-da-da. And I was like, he's kind of making up for like my not too popping outfit.
There we go. Hey, teamwork make the dream work. Matter of fact, I seen y'all at a Jeter's party.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
are our boys.
That was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah, it was Ricky Williams there and Sway Lee performing. I think it was for like New Year's or something.
Hey, that was popping. No, I think it was the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, that's what it was.
Yeah, and that's why Lee
Yeah.
pulled up.
Sway Lee killed it. He was
Yeah.
performing at
Shout out
Guatemala and all that
Sebastian. What's
sativa.
going on?
Wait, this is the funniest. So Jeter, we're good friends with the owner, and so when I was pregnant, this might be the funniest gift I got as like a pregnancy gift. We get a box from Jeter, and it's literally they put
It's
his
like animated versions of
like
us.
like
It
the
was
boy.
sick.
It was like the
wow.
boy box. Like it was like if it's a boy or if it's a girl, and the boy box was all his face on the joints, and then the
Oh,
girl box was
wow.
all my face on it. But they did me dirty. It was like a cartoon version of us, and his cartoon version looked like perfect him. Mine looked 85. Like I had just like smoked up everything Jeter has in their warehouse. I was like, who drew this of me? I look like an 85-year-old little old lady.
No, that was a good gift though, because I don't even smoke, but one of my cousins does, and it was just like the ultimate flex. Be like, here, man, take this blunt with my face on it.
Hey, much respect to you, bro. I love people with the straight ass disciplined mindset that don't smoke, man. I really respect the hell out of y'all.
Yeah, well, I obviously got pregnant, had to get sober, and that was.
Shout out to you, because there's a lot of moms out here smoking and drinking.
Hey, when you get pregnant, you find out more about that too. You know?
I wanted to ask you though, if you feel like smoking might help with being bipolar.
See, personally, I do, because my doctor and it's known. They say you're not supposed to smoke when you're on meds and smoking weed because you got a chemical imbalance. But me, I take my medicine as needed. Like if I feel like I'm ramping up or whatever, I get on my medication and I lay off the weed. But yes, I'm a daily smoker. Like weed helps me so much because I got the jitters. Like I always got to do something.
That's me.
I feel
lame
as hell if I'm in the house for 2 days with nothing to do. No podcast, no nothing. It's just like, I got to do something. So the weed eases it. It makes me get in my zone. I can write some songs. I can write a TV show, work on my cartoon. But weed really does help me. Another thing too, what I like to say is, because a lot of people that are on medication and have anxiety, you're supposed to take something for that, you know? And when you take these medications for antidepressant and just whatever it is, anxiety, you kind of become lethargic. You know, you kind of be like out of it. You know, you got 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, even 500 milligrams in your system. But weed, it's just going to calm you down, but it's not going to bring you down like that medication.
Yeah.
So that's why my go-to is the marijuana, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Bob Marley, but yeah.
R.I.P. Bob Marley.
No, and I've noticed that with like really high energy people, I feel like weed tends to help those types of people that always want to be doing something, you know?
I can tell sometimes in the morning, I'll be like talking. I have a lot of energy in the morning, and he gives me a look that's literally like, it's like she needs to smoke.
Oh yeah, nah, for real. Soon as I wake up, I gotta smoke, because when I wake up, my mind is racing. You know, 100 miles per hour. I'm trying to get a million things done just to do something productive. So the weed to be like, hold on, you know, you could just relax, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is a Wednesday at 7 a.m. I'll be up at 7 a.m. in the mirror just talking shit, just walking around the house, just like. For real.
No, but I think what you were saying is so important for everyone, that you have to find the right balance for yourself.
Right.
And not every doctor can tell you the perfect answer for you, even with your diet, medications, whatever.
I hate medications. I feel like it's just like that's all doctors want to do is prescribe you something.
Yeah,
you know,
it's easy for them to just say, here, take this, shut up, I'll see you in a week.
And they're making a ton of money off of it. I feel like they get like a little, I don't know exactly how it works, but like the way that they try so hard to prescribe things, I'm convinced that they get like a little like 20 like here, oh, you got a little $20 bonus per prescription or something. Because it's like they're so into it that it's like there's got to be some sort of money incentive.
Well, disclaimer, this is not medical advice from Dr. Chanel West Coast. Please do not stop taking your medications because
don't just stop taking your medications because next thing you know I'm getting sued. Like Chanel said, don't take medication.
Nah, you definitely got to take it. You know, especially if you know your body and your mind, you got to stay on top of it. But another thing that'll help, you know, besides medication is the great outdoors. Like me, I suffer from high anxiety, bipolar, but being outside really does a lot for me. And I ain't talking about outside like in the club and all that. I'm talking about walking my dog, going on a hike. Like the other day, I'm in Canyon Country. I went to go see a waterfall. I've like hiked through these mountains, but you know, being outside helps you deal with anxiety.
Well, so many people are accustomed to like being at home, then going to an office, being at home, and then maybe even going to the gym, but it's an indoor gym.
Yeah, we always in a box. That's why you got to think outside of that. Like I be trying to think about what's other stuff that I can do to stimulate my mind besides trying to go to the studio, trying to act, you know, there's many things that we can do, man, for real.
And I feel like we've talked about this before, is the pandemic helped both of us a lot with that, because you were cooped up so much and the only way to get out was like just go take a hike, go like walk, like whatever. And I feel like that helped both of us understand the importance of just being outdoors.
Oh my gosh, so much. And I realized during the pandemic especially, like I was like, yo, I have never spent this much nature-y time in my whole life. You know what I mean? Like I've always been into hiking, working out, but I started to do it like every single day.
That's good.
And I felt like it really like opened my mind, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like being in nature, it makes you, like they say, like at one with the earth, you're at one with the earth.
For sure. And you definitely, using all your muscles too, because if you don't use them, you will lose them. You know what I mean? You loosening up your joints when you outside. The fresh air is going into your system. You getting oxygen to the brain. So yeah, outdoors is dope. That's why I love seeing people just running and hiking. Like I love those type of people because that's stuff that I never used to do. Yeah, I love, dude. That's why I love white people, dude. Like, I swear to God, yo. Because my manager, like, he really begged me. He's like, bro, all you do is put on sneakers to look cool. Get you some New Balance, get you some Hokas, and let's go. You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up getting a deal with it.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But guess what I was doing in those shoes? I was hiking.
Yeah.
And I ran a marathon for New Balance too, so I'll be running too.
Oh hell yeah!
You ran a marathon?
Yeah, 5K. It ain't nothing big, you know.
That still
I
sounds
couldn't
kind of
run a
hard though.
marathon.
Yeah, it's like 3 miles or something like that.
No
well,
way.
I guess that's not horrible.
That is impressive.
Nah,
as,
but
as
your,
a smoker
your,
as well.
your adrenaline be rushing when you running out there with all those people. It was like 30-something degrees early in the morning. Had my headphones on. I'm listening.
Well,
to
that'll
like,
keep you running too when it's that cold. That's the only time I can run like that. I'm like, let's keep going.
But running is good. I like getting in on the treadmill and sprinting.
Yeah. What other, like, are you into any other like athletic activities?
Basketball. I played in the crew league at State Farm Arena by Revolt, you know, and I played against Kevin Gates' team, but I'm a huge hooper. I like playing basketball. Actually, I'm working on something right now with a former Laker, and I'm trying to put this basketball TV show together. But yeah,
that's dope.
I love sports, man. I never made it to like varsity and all that because I was too busy rapping in the bathroom and then trying to play basketball. But yeah.
That's so funny. So I have a little bit of a different story. I got on varsity cheerleading in 9th grade.
That's dope.
And nobody's a freshman that ever gets on varsity cheerleading. It was just me and like one other girl. But I was already rapping and kind of like, I was a very interesting kid. I was like cheerleader, varsity, good grades. But then I would leave from cheerleading practice and go smoke a blunt with my friends, you know? So I was very similar to you.
Nah, for real. It's good you did that because you had another interest to actually capitalize on. That's why I like the fact that I can go from rapping to acting. I can start doing podcasting. Like, we really got to be octopus out here. We got to have our hands in everything.
Yeah, no, you have to, because I just feel like now there's so much access to people, and it's like, let's be real, like there's a million singers, there's a million rappers, there's so many talented people, and like you could just go on Instagram on the popular page and discover like a whole record label worth of people ready to sign, you know?
Man.
So it's like, you got to be able to do so many things because, okay, that person's a great singer, but they might not be a good actress. They might not have stage presence or know how to write a song. So it's like the more stuff that you can do, the more you set yourself apart from the millions of people that already do have talent. You know what I mean?
For sure. And then one thing I love about the industry, man, it leads you to other doors. Like, I always thought rapping was going to be my thing, like that.
Same.
Give me my house. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I done had 3 songs with Lil Wayne. I done been on tour for the past like 2 decades. You get what I'm saying? I know everybody in the industry.
Yep.
But once you in the industry, something else might be your thing. So the acting thing is what made me notice, like, okay, there's something else that's gonna be my thing. But yeah, you just gotta just love doing a bunch of shit.
Exactly.
No, it's a great point, and it's like it's sometimes it's not about the way you get to the destination; it's just getting there. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I say that all the time.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you in a taxi, Chevy, just get there.
And it's like you think this is the vehicle that's going to take you there, but you might detour might come, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I didn't even expect this to happen, and this is what's going to get me there.
No,
and I feel like you can
real.
relate to that
I
100%.
can so much because I like my whole life I was a hip hop dancer. I was always in choir, orchestra, like cheerleading. I was always like a dancer, singer, performer. I did all the talent shows. So like that was what I wanted to do. I was dead set on it. I liked acting and drama a little too, but music was like more my thing.
Yeah.
Then I got on Rob Dyrdek's show. And the funniest thing is when I first met Rob, I told you the story. He was like laughing at me and I was like, am I funny? Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, this guy's funny. Like, I used to love Rob and Big, you know?
Yeah.
And he kept laughing at me and I was like, I guess I'm funny. I don't know. And so he like saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Just
so
like
he,
with Dicky, man, with me.
yep. And so he was like, you know what? You should be on my show. You want to do this role. And it took me, I literally had to do like 30 seasons of television for it to really hit me. All through those 30 seasons.
Oh, no, we gotta give it up to that, dude.
Thank you.
For real.
People can't even get past 10 episodes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Syndication, that's dope.
Thank you. No, it took me a long
Like,
time
you're
though.
literally on TV every day.
I
Like,
know.
when I'm
That's
at home,
crazy.
like,
But
you're
that's what I'm trying to
on
say
TV.
though, is that's how much I love music. Even though I've been on TV this whole time, I've stayed working on my music like that TV career's not here. Like I wanted the
Right.
music so bad. I want, like, that's my passion and that's that's what I wanted the success in so bad.
But it's gonna work because like the same thing happened for me. Like people started noticing me from the TV show, and then they start finding out, oh, he's a dope rapper. Next thing you know, GaTa's at Lollapalooza, GaTa's at So What Music Festival, GaTa's like, you know. So my music dreams, like I just booked 2 concerts yesterday, you know. So like all you gotta do is use your TV fame to boost up your music fame.
That's
like,
what I'm doing.
That's what we trying to do. Like we gotta get this shit done.
Yeah, for real. No, like
For real.
that's why on my new show I'm like so excited because
Speaking of music, man, let me write something or collab with you.
let's
jump on
collab.
something.
Let's do. I got a studio downstairs.
Yeah, I got some shit, man. Like I got some streams up. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
I
yeah.
got some streams. My video's dope.
You know what? I have a song that I just sent to Wayne.
Oh, that's
and
hard.
Wayne said he loves it, but like I need to get the song out sooner than I think I'm going to be able to attain the verse from Wayne.
Right.
Because he's a very busy guy.
For sure.
So maybe I'll play it for you, see if you like it, and then when Wayne is like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, I needed to get it done.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
And then look, what he gonna say is, you know what? I stamped it. I did 3 songs with him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, no, I'd love to get you on my album because I'm gonna release this album with my new TV show.
That's dope.
And that's what I'm really excited
But
about.
shit, even if I ain't on the album, just being involved, just hyping you up, why it don't matter. Like
That's also what I was
just
gonna
like
say.
making people feel good. Like I do it every day. I do it to the trash man. I do it to the cameraman. I do it
think
to whoever.
I need.
That's fire.
That's what I've been lacking. I think I told Dom this other day. I said, "Yo, like you're the best hype man for Lil Dicky. Like I feel like you really do. Like just be next to him. You know, people are like, oh, like you make him look cooler almost. You know,
for sure.
I'm like, is that what I've been lacking this whole time? I've never really had like a hype woman.
Right.
I don't know.
It don't
like,
work like that. You know, bitches be hating.
Well, I
So
mean, like
that's-
Frankie,
no, I was just about to
Frankie,
bring
my
up.
best friend Frankie's kind of like that, but like.
No, but I feel like this is a good point, and he can relate since he's from here, is you've mentioned to me how being from LA, it's like different than someone that's like from the Midwest or something, and they bring their whole crew with them.
Yep.
It's like everyone here like has their own thing. Everyone here wants to be a star.
Yeah.
So like there's a
Right.
lot more jealousy that goes around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. It's a lot of internal politics that go on in the industry. But that's why you just gotta do you. Like put you in the forefront. You put your team together. Like forget everybody else crew. It's GED over here.
Well, so when you like started to kind of make your way in the industry and start having a little success, have you ever had falling outs with childhood friends of yours or people that you didn't feel like
Hell
were
yeah,
really on your side?
1000%. It happens every day. Like people see you on TV one time and they think, up, he made it. Up, he got $1 million. Up,
Right.
Yeah.
I need a favor. Up. Like people just start getting out of control. And at the end of the day, you don't change, just the people around you change. So you got to be prepared for that. And then you got to remember, I had a whole decade ride with Tyga. So I seen how people treated him and what he would go through. Now I'm with Dicky, see how it worked with him. And then now I started experience success. Then I see how my friends start acting and treating me and stuff. So you just got to have leather skin. Like if you want this shit bad enough, you'll go through anything to stay here. It don't matter who around you.
Yeah.
That's why I try not to judge like people who are uber successful too critically, because it's like you don't know what it's like to walk in their shoes. You don't know what
Hell
they've been
no.
through.
More money, more problems, more fame, more pain.
No, I'll
Yeah.
tell you this much. What I've been through in this industry, my struggle with my career, with my music, that was like, I am literally like so like, I feel like I'm a warrior now. I don't know how to explain this. Like,
Nah.
like it actually set me
You
up.
got some scars.
It set me up to be an even better mom. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
dope.
Because it's like some people, you know, you just go through life, you have like your regular job, whatever, and you become a mom, and there's the natural struggles that come with motherhood. Everybody struggles with it. But I feel like I've been through so much. Like my baby crying over a little poopy diaper, that is nothing compared to like some of the shit we've been through in this industry. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And so it's like, I feel like it really does make you just a stronger human overall. It makes you a better parent, like a better friend, just everything that we go through, it makes us better people. So it's like, in a weird way, I kind of appreciate the struggle that comes with being in this industry. You know what I'm saying?
Struggle builds character. And then to sum it all up, one of my best things to say every day is every day above ground is a good day. So nothing you can say or do to me can break my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, I'm alive and I got 2 feet, 2 legs. Let's get it.
Yeah. And that's so important to remember too, is like we get so caught up in all the things that we want and all of our dreams and all the things that we don't have.
Yeah, I
and
ain't
we
gonna lie.
forget.
Social media fucking everything up. Instagram,
Yeah.
instant gratification. Everybody think they can just get it now.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you got to put 18 years in to get it like this.
Yeah, and we forget that like just having your health is so important. Just like having a place to stay, just having like great food, great people around
no,
you.
did you? let's talk about today. Instagram was down this morning. Did you see that?
I didn't even notice. I probably was on Twitter or Threads or something, or Facebook.
Pull up this meme real quick.
You were like, I was on another one. Wait, yeah, show. So he sent me this meme because I'm over here, you guys. I just want you to understand that that Instagram was down for like 20 minutes, and I'm over here like, babe. So listen, we need to plan for the apocalypse. I was like, what if the grid went down? I was like, you know what we need to do? I said we need to make a collection of DVDs of our favorite shows, all of our favorite movies, and have a generator. So like, if anything goes down, like we're set up to like have some good entertainment.
And that's why everybody be tripping when they lose that hard drive. Hey, niggas get on the internet and be like, the valet dude got my hard drive. I had so many files on it. Dude, people be tripping over that hard drive.
No, wait, you got the meme?
Cups is so dope.
Thank you, man.
Wait, you got the meme?
Yeah, pull that up, Goes.
Oh, wow. When Instagram goes down for 10 minutes.
It's like you
Motherfuckers
feel
turn
like,
into a pilgrim.
right? You feel like you're back in the 1800s. It's like, what do we do with our life?
Hey, thank God for my dogs.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I got a Min Pin, which is an Italian Greyhound mixed with a Dachshund, and then I got a Frenchie.
Oh, cute. I love
I
dogs.
like greyhounds, actually. I think they're cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's cool.
Dogs are great. Yeah, it is. It's very cold.
Are you more of a cold water person or room temperature?
I just like the water. I like the water, man.
Well, we
No
got
matter if it's
we got
room
the
temperature.
best water.
Yeah, we got the best water.
For real.
I'm very
Smart
big
water holler at smart water.
on. No, it's not smart water.
Oh, it's not? Who is it?
Hey,
You know what?
You know, they're not paying us yet,
They're not
so we're gonna
paying
keep
us,
it to
but
ourselves.
That's
If
why
you
y'all gotta
want
shop.
to,
Yeah, start.
Icelandic. It's my favorite water. It tastes like it just trickled off a glacier.
Yeah, man. Look it up. We need all that H2O.
It's the best water. It actually
man.
is. So
We know
so
they're
you know.
making dough too. They boxing it up and sending it.
Yeah.
For real. We'll sit one on the table for 50,000 an episode.
Straight up. I'm like, yo, I've already put them in too many photo shoots and things. I have a tendency to like give way too much free promo to shit.
Yeah, I'm not like that. I don't never do it. I don't care if you want a story repost. I need $1. I need something. Like, cause you know we work too hard to get here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We walk in billboards. We are corporations.
Yeah.
So that's how I just carry myself. Like I'm trying to be McDonald's one day, but you know we'll get there.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So, okay, this is my question for you. Outside of music and acting, what are some other aspirations you have for yourself in the future?
Creating, being a director. Because I'm so in deep with the set life, like
Yeah.
I got to get behind the camera and call shots. Like you know what I'm
Yup.
saying? Like I want to be able to do that just so I could beefing up my resume, you know? Because it's dope to like one of my favorite things to do is after I watch a movie that I'm in or TV show, I read the credits and it'll say GaTa actor, then it'll say GaTa consultant, then it'll say GaTa writer, GaTa producer. I'm trying to see how many titles a nigga can get.
Yeah. That's sick.
For real.
Is that not me too? That's kind of me.
Well,
That's
I
kind
feel
of me.
like-
You're like kind of like a guy version of me. No, seriously. So like that's what I'm trying to do too. It's like after being in TV and music and you see so many different things being made. I've sat here and co-directed this my boy right here who directs a bunch of my music videos. I've sat here and co-directed videos with him, sat here editing videos for hours. I'm happy to announce, I know some people know this, I have a Paramount First Look deal. Thank you.
I love Paramount, man. For
They're
real.
dope.
I love them.
I love working with them. I'm developing a bunch of projects right now. I'm just basically pitching to them like left and right. Like, here's this idea, here's that idea.
Because every shot you don't take is a shot missed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I was gonna say. Maybe we could team up on something because, you know, I think that we have a similar style. We definitely both got the sense of humor, and I'm trying to really work on like comedy projects, like comedic stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's
I think
dope.
we could like team up on something.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely should create something and just get the pitching because at the end of the day, when you're a tastemaker, they're going to make it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I feel like when you're around so many of these projects for so long, you can't help but be like, yo, like I want to put my stamp on this. I want to like show the creativity that I can do because, you know, you'll be on set and I'm sure you've had this a ton of times where you see something being done a certain way and you're like, yo, if I had control right now, I feel like I could make
Exactly.
this better, you know?
So many times, like it's like I'll see how something's getting done, and it's like not my place to speak up, and I'm like, yo, you know what? Like this, like the lighting would look good like that, or like this angle, or something, you know. And sometimes people get offended when you try to speak up from like the creative standpoint. They're like, you're just supposed to be the talent.
Yeah, exactly, because they don't want you to take that job. But, you know, when you're unstoppable force, you're going to get yours. And then another thing, too, is just like, you know, as we getting older and starting families and having kids, we got to prepare for the future. Like, I'm not always going to look like Cassius Clay. You're not always going to look like Brad Pitt. So we got to create things so we can set up our future so we can kick back and just be rusty, dusty, and crusty, but still be paid, though. Still paid, though. Because there's a lot of crusty, rusty, dusty people that's paid as hell, and we never see them.
Hey, I like that. Rusty, dusty, crusty,
but still paid.
But still paid.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be walking around in Golden Goose and dirty t-shirts, not caring.
Oh
but
my
I'm
god, he
getting paid.
loves Golden Goose. You
I
just,
put her on to Golden Goose.
Yeah.
I was like, what are these dirty shoes?
Hey, we gotta go to an event, bro. That's my family. I'll be going to all their red carpets. They be
That'll
sending me
be
shoes and
great.
stuff.
Oh my god, take him. He loves
Yeah.
Golden Goose. He did put me on. At first I was like, I'm not doing the dirty shoes. And then it like hit me one
Yeah,
day.
that's fuck you money. When you buy $600 shoes, it's dirty. It's like,
Right.
hey, bro, you ain't on this.
And
Right?
here's the thing too. It's like they last because they were already scuffed
No,
up to begin with.
That's what
You know I
happened
mean?
one day after he like showed me them. I was wearing a pair of my nice, clean, perfect Nikes, and I scuffed up my shoe, and I was like, oh, and then it, like hit me. I was like, oh, I get it now. Like they come like that,
Yeah,
and
it's a
that's the
look.
style.
Yeah, it's a thing for sure.
That's dope though. Yeah, you should definitely take
And then
it. He
another
loves
thing
Golden
too,
Goose.
what I like about buying expensive stuff, you know, not to buy anybody that buys stuff that's not expensive, because I buy cheap shit all the time.
Yeah.
But when you buy something expensive, the quality is remembered way longer than the price is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's how I look at it. It's gonna last forever.
No, it's true. It's like I get so many cute things from all these like little, cheap fast fashion websites, and like it looks cute and sexy, but then like I put it in the wash and the strap breaks off. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man,
No,
they
Fashion Nova is actually better than a lot of these fast fashion brands. Fashion Nova is much more well made.
I just feel bad though, because I turned them down.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we need to address this though. So I feel like for women, for some reason, these fast fashion outlets,
They love it.
I feel like it works better for women. I don't know why. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
they put more effort into it, because on the men's side, the quality is like noticeable
Different.
as opposed to like
Yeah.
like I have to buy $100 t-shirt to get that quality that I really want. And
Yeah,
it
you
sucks.
can wear it again and again and again and again. Yeah, it's all about the fabric. Because them girls buying them dresses every weekend to go to the club.
Right? Like,
for real.
no, so it was actually funny. There was a video we were watching. It was a video of like people crossing the border.
Oh, wow.
And there was two girls in straight up Fashion
Looked
Nova
like they were
dresses.
about to go to the club.
And I was like, wait, are you guys going straight to the club in your Fashion Nova?
Hey, probably so, man. For
Yo,
real.
it was funny. But
What y'all working on next? Any projects in the can?
oh, we have so much. It's like we can't keep up around here. Well, we have our show that's coming out this summer. That's been a while in the making.
Yeah, 8 half-hour episodes. So it's funny. We filmed a ton, which actually, I'm sure you could speak about this. I mean, I think like 70% of what we filmed ended up just on the cutting room floor because, but one good thing about that is the pace of the show is like amazing. So we're like some of the only people that have actually seen it so far.
Yeah.
And the pace of it is just like really like good, but it makes you like, damn, like they didn't put that in. Like that was so funny.
Yeah.
You can't give them it all, though. That's one thing I learned about business, entertainment. You got to say something for yourself or, give it to them later.
Yep.
So look at it like that. You can't give them all.
When you're filming Dave, I mean, I know it's scripted, so it's a little different, but have you ever had any moments where you're like, oh, yeah, that's going to be in there. Like, that was good.
Oh, definitely,
And then it's
man.
not
But
in.
see, this the thing. A lot of people don't know. I got the green light to say anything I want on there. Like there is a format, there is a script, but they already know. GaTa's not saying what's on the paper. He gonna say it the GaTa way.
Right,
Yeah.
So every time
right.
I do that, we always find some magic. And Dicky encourages me that, and a lot of directors encourage me too. It depends on what type of director it is. But I've been in situations where they're like, yeah, we know you, GaTa. We know you popular for being funny and just saying a bunch of wild ass shit. But here, do it like this, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know how to adjust.
Yeah.
It's funny though. That's one of the reasons for me, like that I was like, I think I'm meant to like be on the other side of the camera, because like I'd read some scripts for an audition or something, and I'm like, nobody would ever say that. You know what I'm saying? Like certain lines, I'm like, I would like, can I put my little flair on it? You know what I mean? And
Right.
I feel like I just have so many opinions on like how people should be saying stuff, and sometimes I'll read a script and I'm like, that's like, who wrote this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I do that all the time, but we sometimes got to just remember the world is bigger than our opinion. You know what I mean? A lot of directors is writing from a different place. You know what I'm saying? But just try it.
Yeah.
Just try it one day.
I have. I was like, but
No, I'll be like that too. I'll be trying shit. I'll be frustrated and shit, but we got to keep on trying.
yeah.
Because trying is better than not trying.
Yeah,
Let's
and
just try it.
you got to please a
And
couple
you an
people.
actor too. You a star. You a TV star. Just try it. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just read them scripts.
That's what's different about our show too, though, is, it's very much just about Chanel's life in particular. Like, it's very much just like what's really going on. And that's interesting because there's no, you know, there's nothing to hide behind. It's just like, all right, this is what
what
we're
it
doing
is.
today, and the cameras are here, and
That's
like,
dope.
Oh my god, I
let's
was already
go.
thinking it'd be so funny. Like, what if like on season 2 you like help me find my hype man?
Oh, that would be tight.
You know what I mean?
That's a good
that's like what
episode.
I think that's what I'm lacking. Like I'm not joking. Like I've never
Everybody
had like
need a hype man.
I haven't had a GaTa. You know what
Yeah,
I
for
mean?
real.
Like,
Everybody needs a hype man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, shoot, for real. Everybody
that would be
need
funny. You could just help me find a hype man.
one. Nah, for real. You definitely need one for sure.
Yeah.
Man.
No,
Hell
you were
yeah.
just talking to me about that the other day. You're like, and that's how we were talking about the whole LA growing up in LA thing, is because Chanel was like, yeah, I feel like, you know, I grew up around so many people that are like famous people's kids, or like everyone thinks they're a star. Like I've never just had someone that was like my friend that was just like putting
Like
me
yeah,
on,
like
you know?
like growing up in LA, you know, it's like there was so many like I went to school with famous people's kids and like and we were all kind of in performing arts and doing the talent shows, and so it's like a very like competitive thing, I think. And like, you know, you look at Drake. He came from Canada. His whole fucking squad came with him. All his friends, they're like, yeah, we got your back. You know what I mean? That's his whole OVO crew.
Yep.
And I think sometimes when you come from like these places that are not LA or the big city, like not LA or New York or whatever, you come from these other small towns or whatever, and your friends are more inclined to want to help and support you because there's not as much of a chance of them also becoming a star.
Exactly.
You know? And like here, everybody knows there's more of a chance. So it's like, well, do I want to pump her up because I could be that?
Exactly, and that's never been me. That's why I'm winning right now.
Yeah.
Like, that ain't never been me. Like, if you feel like a star, I'm gonna want to see you shine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because some
Same.
of that star power gonna rub off on me. And at the end of the day, when you a good person, you just a good person.
Yep.
It don't take a lot to hype nobody up.
Yeah,
Tell them to
but
go check
hyping
out
other
this.
people though, I think brings more hype to yourself.
Oh,
I
yeah.
let my one backup dancer one time at a show. She had this poppin' song, and I was like, "Why don't you perform the song?" And when she did the song, and the crowd loved it, and I really thought of it later, like none of these other female rappers would have done that. You think
Hell
they would
no.
ever be like to their backup dancer, like, "Yo, drop that song"?
Listen, so back to what you was just saying right now about how you did that for her. That's why I love Lil Wayne, homie, because he always shared a ladder. Like at some given point, he gonna be cool with you enough to where you feel like, man, thanks, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to share the ladder in this shit. That's how you bring other people up. That's why I love Dicky. That's why I love working with Tyga, because we sharing the ladder. We want to see our people go up. And then when you go up, if you fall, your people could put you back up because you put them up.
Yeah.
How did you meet Wayne?
I met Wayne through Tyga just being on tour.
Okay,
Yeah,
dope.
because we met Wayne at the VMAs, MTV Awards. This was like 2006, 2007. And we got there because we knew Travis McCoy from gym class. You know what I'm saying? I seen him on your show.
I was
too.
in, so this is a funny story too. That was one of my first jobs. I was in Travis McCoy's video with Bruno Mars.
I was there at the beach.
We wrote.
Was
I
it
was
Billionaire?
I was the skater
Was it
girl.
Billionaire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. We was all in the back parking lot.
And then Tyga pulled up. Were you with him?
Yeah, I was there.
That's funny.
Dude, I got
we
the
were both
picture
there.
in my phone from that day. Pete Wentz pulled up that day too.
I wasn't as cute back then. You were probably like, who's this random little like fucking this random fucking little groundhog?
That shit, those days groomed us and prepared us for now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I always appreciate the past in those moments because it taught me a lot about the business, whether it's marketing, whether it's staying consistent. So I cherish all those times. I always think about those days and I bring them into the forefront because this is what people lose. Like, that's why I'm so happy for you and see that you haven't lost your hunger, because at the end of the day, you on TV every day. You can stop and be like, hey, look what I did, everybody. I don't have to do anything else. I'm on TV every day.
Yeah.
But you still going, so yeah.
Well, I
Thank
think,
you. I
and-
appreciate that.
Yeah, and I think for Chanel, and I feel like this is like this for other people too, is I feel like wanting to prove to people that you're multidimensional and that you can do more than just what they've come accustomed to seeing you do. I feel like that can be a big motivational factor as well. And that's even for me as a model, like especially when I first started, it was like, you know, people will stereotype you according to what
Bro,
you
you
do
need to come
or
out with
where
your
you
own
are.
briefs. I just thought about it. You need your own draws.
Hey, that's
you know
a
how they
good-
do the
I
Calvin
like that
Klein?
idea,
Nigga, these the
yeah.
doms. Yeah.
The Dom.
That's
Like
a
for
good
real.
idea.
DOM, dick on major. You feel me? Like, you just post it up like you know what I'm saying? With your
Yeah.
briefs, you know what I'm saying? Now people
Yeah.
buying briefs from you. I got the Doms on. My dick on major.
Yeah. See where that 25% comes from.
I'm just a hype man naturally.
Wait, that's almost so good. Should we not give that away?
No, we're trademarking it already.
That is so fucking funny. No, but you know what though? It's so me. I've always been I'm very big on personality with my friends, relationships. It's like I don't care if you went to college. I don't care what you look like. Like, are you funny? Are you a good person? You know what I mean? And so when I met Dom, like I was one of those people judged, but I'm like, he's hot, but like he's probably like I literally just like imagined him being like a no personality like robot, like right. And I'm like, I don't know, like he's hot, but like, you know, and so like we got to know each other shooting for my music video. And I'm so happy I like took the time to get to know him, because I was like, at first I thought like he's just a hot guy. He doesn't have personality. He's not funny.
Right.
And then I like got to know him and I'm like, oh, you're like you have personality for a hot person? I was like, okay, I might be interested.
That's dope too. And then also you gotta realize, even if he didn't have a personality at the time, you brought the best out of him. You know, sometimes when you're around people, they open up more. You know what I mean? They feel better because they see somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, make them feel comfortable.
Well, and you strike me like this too, and kind of back to what we were saying, is like I feel like you strike me also as someone where it takes like a real good just conversation to like really get to know who you are. And that's the same for me. It's like we got to actually sit down and talk. Like if we're in a room full of 100 people, it's like I'll small talk with you, but I'm not going to give you like the real,
exactly.
Because it's just too much.
That's why I hate networking in loud places like the club, or when these agents try to take me to all these fly restaurants and stuff. It's like, bro, we could just go to Starbucks. You know, the deal is more important than the meal.
Yeah.
That's what I told the people yesterday. Like, bro, it's cool, but the deal is more important than this meal that you're using with the company card.
That's a good saying right there. I like that.
I be on business every day. Business, bro.
I love that though.
For real.
What sign are you?
I'm a Cancer.
A Cancer.
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
You're
June
very
30th.
creative.
Yeah, creative, man.
You guys
very
are
passionate and emotional though.
I get why you're I was gonna say you're not bipolar, you're just a Cancer.
Hey, and I like that answer too, man. That's a good answer, because sometimes I be thinking like, damn, did I really need to be in that padded room for two days? Like I got in some crazy situations, you know, that made me realize I was bipolar. You know?
Yeah.
It didn't just happen overnight. You know, I did some manic shit, like the shit you seen in the TV show where I break the laptop in front of my mom. I really did that. You know, I really had the cops come get me from my mom's house, taking me to UCLA Harbor. So when I first started dealing with the bipolar stuff, I didn't really accept it well. I'm like, what y'all mean I'm crazy? I don't need this medication. But then as I recapped it and everything, I was wigged out. I was telling the cops, like, yeah, tase me. Obama coming to get me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I was out of my mind, bro. And I'm bipolar, but I deal with it every way.
It's definitely a big trait of being a Cancer. I'm really into astrology myself. I've been friends with a lot of Cancers. But Cancers are very emotional people. And when they're really happy, they're the happiest, funniest fucking people. Rob Dyrdek's a Cancer too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is. Maybe he's not. He might be a Gemini, but I think he's a Cancer. But they're very creative people, and they just have so much emotion and passion, and that's, you know, people might call it bipolar, but I think that you guys are just extremes, you know, like you go into extreme happy, or like when you're sad, it's like extreme sad, you know? Yeah,
that's why when I get happy sometimes when people compare me or say things like, oh man, you remind me of Kanye, the way you would just take control of a room or just go on a positive rant, you know, because everything a bipolar person says isn't crazy. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, also, like, I mean, some of the craziest people in history are like the people we know as geniuses,
Einstein.
you know, Einstein and like all these other people like that. Like, it's just like,
in order to be brilliant, something has to be just a little off. You can't be totally normal. You know what I mean? Like a brilliant genius person or a really creative person is never a bland normal person. It's like there's a trade-off with it. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like if you just got a balanced mindset, you're just thinking too straight.
Yeah.
You're thinking one way.
Yeah.
So
now,
you gotta have some energy.
Did reenacting some of your real life experiences on the show give you any different like perspective or clarity on it after the fact?
Honestly, yeah, it gave me more pain. It made me break down even more. That's why if you watch those scenes, those are real tears, because I never had to reenact stuff that I went through. I would just go through it and that's it. Forget about it. Now I'm with the homies on the block doing something else and we don't talk about it again. But when I reveal it to the world and I got to reenact it, it's like, damn, I really was strapped to a hospital bed. Damn, it really was a police officer standing next to the bed. Like, you know, so I'll be thinking about all that stuff, and then it just make me think like, damn, like, okay, I relived it. Now people got to see it. And it just made me feel like, man, it's deep, bro.
So it was actually like more of a challenge. Like
It was a challenge, but also at the same time, the way I was able to pull it off was, number one, every time I do those breakdown scenes, I think about how positive my life is and where I came from, not knowing my biological mom or my biological father, getting adopted by my auntie, working with Tyga and then stop working with him and all the struggle and stuff that I went through. And then on the flip side, I think about, like, I put the bad and the good together. So that's why I'm able to bring out those tears, because it's like, damn, at one point, my life was hard as hell. And then now I'm on FX and Hulu for the world to see. So that's why I'm able to bring out those tears, because I'm being bipolar in the moment. Like, I'm thinking about sad stuff and happy stuff at the same time. And not too many people do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
really impressive. Both of us grew up with single moms, so we can relate a little bit, but that's really incredible for you to have that type of background, coming from where you come from, and then like be where you are at today. Do you feel like it was just a matter of just perseverance and like a belief in yourself of,
Hell yeah.
I feel like it was my destiny to be the man that I am today, because number one, God and my auntie and my cousin, who I consider my mom and my sister, they my mom and my sister, the people that adopted me, which is my real family. So I just feel like this was just a part of my destiny to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Just conquer anything. Like, look at you. You came in this with the odds against you. Use this situation with your family and all the pain that you feel like you've been through to just be the man for your mom and sis and be the man and do all your dreams. So I respect and appreciate and embrace my pain and struggle, because if I didn't have it, let's just say if I had a silver spoon growing up or whatever, I probably wouldn't have the drive that I have. I probably wouldn't always be trying to prove something to somebody. Like, look at this idea. Look at me. I'm the man. Look like. So I really just appreciate all my struggle.
Same.
That's an important lesson for everyone out there to listen to, because there's always someone that has it worse than you. There's always someone who started from behind you. And for you to have such a positive outlook on life and to be where you are, that's a real inspiration to other people to be like, yo, don't complain.
Yeah.
Don't like look down upon yourself. You can do something with your life and you can achieve the things that you want to achieve. It's just a matter of, do you have a positive mindset or do you have like a defeatist mindset?
Exactly.
Not everyone that's on top is necessarily winning. Not everyone on top is actually in control of their own
Everybody
business.
on top in debt.
Yeah, right.
They
It's
owe all them
crazy,
people.
right?
They owe all them people. You know what I'm saying? You getting them big contracts, you got to stay on tour for 1,000 years till we get our money back, bro. So people got to realize, when you're dealing with those big corporations, they're doing you a favor by making you famous and putting you everywhere, but this is business. We need our cheese back. You know what I'm saying?
So sometimes I feel like it's better to move a little more wisely and try to get into more advantageous types of deals, even if it means that you're not going to get like that amazing push that one person might be getting.
Right. But my whole thing is, what's more important than the deal is the information that you learn by doing the deal. Even if it's a bad deal, you're still learning something when you walk away from that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about the music business. It's like, no matter how many ups and downs you go through, you're always going to be learning something.
Yeah.
Whether you get a messed up contract or whether you get a good one. You know what I'm saying? You always going to learn something.
Oh, yeah. I was in a bad deal. I don't want to talk bad on anybody. So let's just say I was in a really bad deal, and that's what held up shit for me for a long time. Like, I was trying to get out of the deal, and the year that I was trying to get out of the deal was like, let's just call it the year of Iggy. And like, I'm a white girl trying to make my way in the game, and I think that because she came out right before me, it almost like ruined my chance at that time a little bit in a weird way, but I couldn't legally release music for like a year while I was getting out of that contract. And so I'm just sitting there watching this girl kill it, all respect to Iggy, hustling, dropping shit like one thing after the next. And I'm like, I can't even drop something right now. I'm just like a prisoner of this contract. And like, people don't know a lot of that stuff too. They think that like maybe from the outside, like, oh, this person never had a deal or something, and it's like, y'all don't even know. I've had deals, but they weren't good deals and I needed to get out of them, But yeah, I found out the hard way. And it's so funny because now like, I actually think that's why I've been so hesitant to get into another contract. And like, I was like, I'm gonna just stay independent, doing my own thing, because I was so scared of getting stuck in like another crazy situation like that,
Yeah, for sure. And one thing about being independent is when you're really doing your thing and you really been navigating through the business, the majors will eventually call you and run into you. Like, I done been in situations to where it's like, I'm in, where was I? I was in London. And next thing you know is Rock Nation and Sony standing in front of me. I ain't chasing them. They like, yo, we saw you on Dave, bro. You want to come up here and have a meeting and play music at Rock Nation? So you just got to work hard enough to the point to where you don't have to introduce yourself no more.
Yep.
That's all it is. It's like, just keep your head down and keep going, and they going to know. They're going to know.
That's the goal. With this show coming out, like, that's what I was just thinking. Like, now that I finally have my show, I was, like, kind of in my head thinking, like, these labels are going to be mad because my show's going to come out and every episode my music's in it. And I'm literally throughout the whole season like, I need a record deal. I need a new label.
Right.
And they're going to be mad that they didn't jump on earlier because at that point, I have a feeling my album might just chart on with the TV.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
Sure, it definitely will.
And then I won't even need the label,
yeah,
you know?
you are the label.
Yeah.
And I look at it like this too, like, people always want to get a part of stuff after the fact.
Yep.
So just remember who rocking with you now.
Oh, I take notes.
Yeah,
I'm
for
literally
real.
like, I'm not, he knows. I literally take notes. I follow 5,000 something people.
Yeah.
I see everybody who I follow like my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like friends and stuff. I see who likes my stuff. I literally remember it. And like a random person who hasn't liked my shit in like 5 months, all of a sudden I'm posting, I got a new TV show, and I see their little name pop up, and I'm like, I have not seen you in forever.
Yeah.
And now you want to come around because I'm talking about I got a new show.
That's why
I noticed.
That's why I only follow 2 people. I only follow my 2 dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't follow nobody.
Wait, I love that he said you follow 2 people, but they're not actually people.
Yeah, but
They're
they
dogs.
people to me, man. Like, I be talking to them all the time.
Right.
But like, I just, man, you know, it's just the industry, bro.
Yeah.
It's
That's
the
cool.
industry, man.
What are
know
your
what I'm
dogs' names?
saying? Morty is my Frenchie, and then Penny is my mini pen.
Oh, that's cute. I used to have a
Yo,
dog named Penny, a
Morty is
Pomeranian.
perfect
She a
name
man
for a
pen, so I'm
Frenchie.
like, yeah, Penny, and she brown like a penny.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Hey, so when did the last season of Dave come out?
Last year.
Okay.
Like the end of last year.
How many
when-
seasons are y'all
yeah,
on now?
what's-
Well, we on 3 right now. Right now, since
Nice.
we fresh out the strike, Dave decided to pause it. So he just paused the show. It's like an article out. But we transitioned back to doing the music. Like we got concerts. We about to perform at Kevin Hart's like ceremony in DC.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Hollywood strike was crazy. Was there like a level of like what was the level of uncertainty during that time? Like how did that affect you?
It definitely was a level of like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
But honestly, bro, it really didn't affect me that much because I was already on my way to Australia to do the City Sweeney movie. And then after I did that, I came back and then I was here for a week. And then I went to London to shoot a pilot for.
So you were just filming internationally.
Yeah, I was filming during the strike. Like
Nice.
they was signing off like, yeah, GaTa could work during the strike. Yeah, we need him. Like, you know, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's about your demand. And the strike was about the writers at first, you know, and then the actors, you know. So I wasn't really complaining. And at the end of the day, I look at it like this. If the opportunity is good enough and I like the look, I'll do it for $2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same.
It's just about what you comfortable with. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all it is. And a lot of people don't be comfortable. And yeah, the SAG rules and stuff it's a mess. Like being an actor, I ain't gonna lie, it's a mess. That's why you see big actors complaining all the time, saying this and that, and you know. But you just gotta roll with the punches, man.
Yeah.
That's
No,
it.
it's really rolling with the punches these days, especially for big actors. Like I was talking to an agent about it, and
Oh yeah, not to cut you off, but just to give you some more insight. So last year, this time, it was 50 projects available. Last year, this time, 50 projects shooting at the same time. Right now, fresh out of the strike, it's only 12.
yeah.
12 projects right now where cameras are up, like as far as
That's
TV and film.
crazy.
So that goes to show you how much the strike affected the industry. Like FX lost billions, millions and shit, you know?
Yeah, and
That's
it's weird. I
insane.
mean, I hate to sound like, you know, selfish or anything, but it's funny how everything kind of happens for a reason. And for us, it was kind of like not the worst thing in the world that scripted
Yeah, I was like-
TV wasn't happening.
I was
'cause
like-
for
it
real.
gave us our opportunity with our show.
But this is
And
what I'm
which-
talking about,
yeah.
though. Divine timing. The time will come for everything. I'm over here stressing on getting bigger acting
Right.
roles. I've been on 30 seasons of fucking ridiculousness.
Right.
I'm over here like, I need to get an acting role. I need to have a hit song. And it's like, what? Like you already got this situation. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Perspective.
yeah, no, like for real.
And then also as artists, talents, actors, we got to remember, like, yeah, we got people representing us and getting us stuff and all that, but we are the job. Like, it don't matter who's around us. Like, turn the camera on and watch people embrace us, and we could do it on our own. That's what we got to really start thinking about. Like, we can really do stuff on our own, especially when you got leverage like you know, you're a household name, face. You can just really do this shit on your own.
Yeah, that's
Do
what
you
I'm
make any
trying to
content
do.
like away from the show or anything like that yet?
Like, what you mean?
aside,
know,
aside
just-
from music, like do you?
Oh, like
yeah.
video content or anything
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. Like, I just shot a commercial the other day with this drink company. Like, I got an energy drink coming.
That's
Oh,
dope.
hell yeah.
GED energy drink, GaTa energy drink, and it's gonna be infused with ginseng. I'm doing a taste test. But I'm always doing outside stuff outside of acting and TV, bro. Like I said, I just booked the 2 concerts. I'm always working with like clothing lines. Like I worked with Microsoft. Microsoft just sent me a new laptop because I shot an Xbox commercial.
That's
That's
fire.
You know what I'm
sick.
saying? Like I'm always in the mix. Like I was just with Adidas at the Laker Clipper game. Now I'm about to work on the TV show for them, trying to do this thing for myself. And
Well,
get it
let us
going.
know. Let us know when the drink comes out. This one needs to drink like 2 energy drinks before she works out. So
Oh, yeah.
she needs that.
Yeah, I might be the new biggest fan of it. You know, maybe we could have the drink sponsor the show.
That's what
we
I'm
could
saying.
we could
Hell
use an
yeah.
energy drink sponsor.
Yeah, for real. Just drop it through. I'm gonna be there.
Especially as this podcast blows up, you know, I've got big hopes for this podcast getting to like that really, you know, #1 podcast level. So I'm definitely going to need a lot of energy
Oh,
to
for
film
sure.
the episodes.
Yeah, you gonna do it too. And you always gotta remember, you ain't gotta think about getting to the #1 level. You already there. It's just a matter of time.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like I be feeling like, man, I've been this person. Y'all just found out. Y'all late to the party. That's
there's
my thing. I like to say. Y'all late to the party.
No, there's a quote that Will Smith said that's it's like similar to what you just said. He's basically like, people would always say like, oh, well, you're not an A-list actor. He goes, but I always looked at myself as an A-list actor. And he goes, and I just looked at myself as an A-list actor and stayed looking at
That's how I
myself.
feel. Nobody can
until
tell
he
me
became
nothing.
it.
For real. Nobody can tell me I ain't an A-list actor. Go watch the Brad Pitt scene. That's how I feel. Like, bro, I got a whole entire scene with Brad Pitt. Like,
so sick.
nailing it the whole time.
How was that, by the way?
It was fun. He like one of the most humblest dudes ever.
For real?
Didn't have an ego, just nice. He was there consecutive nights till 5 a.m. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he just wanted to work.
That's a
That's
real
dope.
bucket list item right there.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you filmed a scene with Brad Pitt.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I be so confident every time I walk outside the house every day. It's like I got to see with Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Like you can't tell you nothing at that point.
Bro,
like,
it's like, dude, put some tape on the floor and I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
That's funny. This is definitely not as cool as, well, actually, no, it is as cool. What am I saying? Stop. It is as cool. But I have a BET award that I won when I was with Young Money.
I ain't got no awards.
I have a BET award downstairs that
a matter
says
of
Young
time.
Money, Best New Artist, because I was on the album Rise of an Empire that came out.
That's hard.
And, you know, I beat down on myself a lot because I haven't reached a lot of levels
That's how I
in my
feel,
career.
too.
But I go walk by that little
Dude, I
trophy.
listen to my Lil Wayne songs all the time.
And it just gets you you're like, damn, like I really did that, you
Look,
know?
because you always got to check yourself. You got to look in the mirror and remember who you are. Like, I do it every day. I make sure I get up and be like, okay, that's the dude that been to all these countries. This the dude that's like, you know what I'm saying? We got to
Yeah,
remind ourselves
yeah.
because ain't nobody going to care more than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I pat myself all the time.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Me too. You too, babe.
For real.
right,
you
I'll join
got
in.
to.
I'll help you out.
Hey,
a little extra.
self-care is the best care.
It is.
For real.
It is. No, but speaking of self-care, and that's a good way for us to segue out is, aside from nature and smoking weed, what are some other things that you think you could recommend for people to, you know, for self-care, to just keep their mental state in check? And, you know, what are some things that you do?
Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Some of the things that I do to like get my mental state clear is absolutely nothing. Sit on the couch, think clear, turn the TV off around, walk around and pace like Elon Musk and Steve Jobs, and then you'll be back on track. Because if you go get too active, you will get distracted. So I like to sit there and just do nothing. Like doing nothing is the best for me because we always doing something. So that's how you reset your brain. Do absolutely nothing.
That's actually a great point because we did that yoga thing the other week, and then afterwards we do the. Have you ever done a sound bath?
Oh, I did it in Joshua Tree.
Bro.
It was so
Amazing.
dope.
I
The
mean-
dude, dong.
Yeah, yeah. So my eyes are closed, and I don't even understand how she makes it so loud. But it's literally like you can't hear anything except this like zzz, like
yeah,
thing.
you focus, you locked in.
And it's like the mental clarity and like the hypnosis almost that happens is insane.
Yeah,
and you
for
just
real.
it really just clears your mind and makes you feel very like refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He
I'm gonna need that ad lib, bro.
that's where he gets
Yeah.
high. It's from
I know,
the sound
right?
bath.
Oh wow.
Yeah, y'all have to come through and do it with us one
Nah,
of these.
for real.
We've
That
been
was-
doing it on Sundays.
It's
Yeah.
it's a good experience.
No, it
Oh,
is.
it's
My
great.
girl Shay, she comes here, teaches us yoga and a sound bath, and it's like at the house. It's very chill.
Rich people shit.
Yeah, you know.
You know, some rich people. That's fun. I tell myself all the time, like I'll just be like in my backyard chilling, and like you know, just like looking at my backyard and like, I'll think to myself sometimes like, damn, like 14-year-old me would be so proud of just where I am now. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like you would say the same, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's
dude.
like we're still striving for more and we still got a lot of big goals to reach and we're gonna get there. But I do feel like, you know, we have accomplished a lot and I just feel like our teenage self will be looking at us right now and be like, damn, like you really made it,
Nah,
you know?
for real. That's why I gotta give it up to you.
Thank
and
you.
Give it up to everybody that's still grinding every day, trying to chase their dreams. And this is the best podcast I done done.
Oh, thank you.
It's a good convo.
Thank you. We try to keep it,
Yeah.
you know, that's why I called it the Laugh Podcast. I was like, listen, and it goes back to me, like, you know, I've been on TV forever and I'm just trying to make it with my music. And then I was like, I'm running from my laugh.
Yeah.
I need to not run from the laugh.
Nah, you can't.
We need to hone in on the laugh.
For
And
real,
that's
I'm thinking about doing one sold out night stand up. Bro, for real, we
That
can
would
make
be
people laugh.
fire.
For real.
hell yeah,
Hey,
no.
we'll come.
That's what it's about, though. It's about making people laugh, making the world a better place. And I feel like you genuinely do. I followed you on Instagram after watching you for 5 minutes on Hulu on Dave. I'm not joking. I was like, yo, this guy is funny. I'm gonna follow him, and I followed you right away because
That's tight.
I do follow a lot of people, but it takes a moment like that of like somebody really making me interested, making me laugh, making me feel good to be like,
Right.
I want to follow this, you know?
Yeah, for real, that's true.
And I think that you are doing a really great job at bringing joy into a lot of people's lives, you know, especially Dave came out during the pandemic. Like,
For real,
it
that was a
like,
critical time, man.
Yeah.
People needed to laugh, dude. People was losing jobs. People was going through all type of stuff, man. So
and you brought a lot of joy during that time. So
Man.
thank you for that, because I got a lot of laughs from you as well.
more laughs on the way. Anyone But You is out right now. Sweet Dreams out next month with
Yes.
Johnny Knoxville and
Yes.
my boy Theo Vaughn.
Oh, we love
Hey,
Theo
go
Vaughn.
check that
We're
out.
gonna get him on the podcast eventually too. I'm gonna make it happen.
Oh yeah, you can make anything happen. You've been on TV for how long?
Thank you. See, you really are a good hype man. I'm like, yo, I need GaTa with me all the time.
For real, man.
Yo, thank you so much,
Thank you
GaTa.
for
Appreciate
coming
y'all.
through.
You've been a
Far
great
exceeded
guest.
my expectations with just your knowledge.
Yo,
and
make
your
sure you
energy.
guys get these trading cards.
Let's go.
This is fire. My
Leave
dad
trading
has
cards.
a bunch of baseball trading cards, and this looks like way cooler than any of those. So
Let's go.
yeah, make sure you get those. Watch Dave
All that.
on Hulu. Watch all of his projects. The new movie with Johnny Knoxville coming out.
Yes, yes.
I need to see. I haven't seen the scene with Brad Pitt, but we need to
Oh,
go
yeah.
watch that right
Season
now.
3, season finale. Go tap in.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
Later.
Yeah.
Love y'all.